Folks, everyone says the NHL is becoming a young man's game. You don't have to look any further than some of the teams we're seeing tonight. Clayton Keller, 11 goals. He's scoring 25% of the goals in what's been a dismal year so far for Arizona. And Brock Boeser, guys, leads the Canucks in points this year. They are the two leading rookie scorers. I guess you could say, and I'll throw this out there, are they the two leaders to win Rookie of the Year? Well,
right now, if I was voting, I'd vote for Keller, but I still think Boeser's very much in it. I think Barzal's going to be in it, and the guy at the bottom of the screen, Sergachev, I think could still be a factor in this race. You know, Kelly, we were talking off air. Yep. Do you think a player from a team who doesn't win, who doesn't make the playoffs, should be eligible for an award? I think the Rookie of the Year is the one I would say is an exception, because often if a rookie does well on a team, usually the team is not very good.
Well, I agree to a certain point. I just think that, you know, you have to be in a playoff race or in the playoffs to win something of that significance. In this, you know, I had this conversation many years ago with Gretzky, and he feels the same way. Now, Rookie of the Year is kind of different, but, you know, for Keller, he's a terrific young player. He's absolutely great. But you know what? Teams aren't even all that prepared playing against him. Like, he does get a bit of a free ride, right? Like,
no, well, the only reason I would disagree with that.
They have 2 wins, right?
Yeah, no, I understand that. But the only reason I would disagree that Keller's getting a free ride is if you're playing Arizona, and we know that teams do take it seriously, because you have to now in this league. Who's the one guy you're saying we got to stop tonight? Like, isn't your whole game plan to say, how do we slow down Clayton
Which
Keller?
makes it even that much tougher for Keller. And let's face it now, you're right, Elliotte. Anytime teams play Arizona, they know this guy's going to come out for 20 minutes of the game, and I'm going to get my best shutdown guys against him. And that's, hey, listen, when you still produce and do what Keller can do, and you are facing the top team's other front line and their defensive pair, then you should be able to put yourself in a position to win this award.
We need you to break the tie. So should a player on a team that doesn't make the playoffs be a consideration for Rookie of the Year?
100%.
I mean, the only reason I would disagree with you, Kel, is because Timo Solani had 76 goals as a rookie, right? It'd be crazy to think he wasn't the Rookie of the Year, you know, even if they didn't make the playoffs.
I'm just saying, I think it's pretty darn valuable to make the playoffs. It's great to have individual success, but if you don't make the playoffs, who cares? Does anybody care?
You know,
no.
It's happened that way in Norris voting, for sure. Doughty and Carlson at times have both lost that award because their teams haven't
Last
made the
week,
playoffs.
we were talking about Brock Boeser and the slow development sometimes of a rookie, and then he lights it up last week with his big night. Since then, coming into this game tonight, no shots on goal in 3 games. So those are the peaks and valleys that Brock Boeser has to deal with